Hello and welcome back to the channel. We are officially a few days into 2026 and I thought, you know what, why not take a look back at 2025? This is going to be my version of the Game Awards. I guess my Game of the Year, what games I really enjoyed playing, and I'm just going to let you guys know immediately that this ranking is not necessarily based off of like the best game I've ever played in my life, or of 2025. I have separate categories, and the order in which I'm gonna go is not representative of what I enjoyed playing more, except for obviously my Game of the Year choice. Before we get started, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Now, without further ado, let's begin. Let's hit 500 subs. First off, we're going to be starting off with the game I had the most fun playing in online with my friends. I've always been more the single player kind of guy, and I've only recently started playing multiplayer games. It's been about 3 years that I've started playing multiplayer games, and I know this game is not super popular, and it's had a bunch of performance issues on PC, and I agree. It had a ginormous amount of performance issues on PC, which upset me, but on the PS5, not so much. There was a few glitches here and there, but I still put in well over 100 hours playing with two of my closest friends online. And the winner, you guys are gonna be so angry at me for this, the winner for the game I had the most fun playing online was Monster Hunter Wilds. Yes, Monster Hunter Wilds was the game where I enjoyed the most amount of my time online. It was actually fantastic, a lot of good memories, and I'm definitely going to be revisiting Wilds once there's more update. I would say what is currently lacking in Monster Hunter Wilds is the fact that it's kind of content light, and they kind of removed the hunting element from the game. I mean, in Monster Hunter Worlds, you really had to go and find the creature. You had to like collect samples and whatnot. But with Wilds, you can literally just have your not chocobo find a few samples of the monster, and it would immediately lead you to that monster. So if they could just bring back a little bit of the hunting aspect, I definitely think it's gonna make the game even better. And you guys have so many games you can look back to incorporate monsters into the game, which I think would only increase the longevity. Also, if you guys could just give me a fist weapon, like, can we just stop teasing me with your stupid Akuma thing? Just give me the fist weapons, please. The next category is going to be for most unexpected. Yeah, I've played a tremendous amount of games this year. A lot of them are indie games, a lot of them I played them on PC, and a lot of them were big surprises for me. But I have to say, the most surprising game, I really did not think I'd be putting that many hours into it, is Ball Pit. Yeah, essentially Ball Pit, for those of you who do not know, it is a city builder, it is a brick breaker, and a roguelite all at the same time, where you have hordes of enemies coming towards you, and you have to beat them in the same way as a brick game. And I really did not think this game was going to be anywhere near my most played games of 2025, but you turn back and you see, well, Ball Pit is definitely up there. The next category is going to be favorite Survivor-like game. Now, this 2025 was my first time really getting into the Survivor Survivor-light genre. I've never really played those kind of games. I've heard of Vampire Survivor a bunch, never actually played it. Even till this day, I haven't played it. Until I finally saw Megabonk. Megabonk is what got me into the Survivor-light genre. However, it is not my favorite game in the genre. My favorite game in the Survivor-light genre is Night Swarm. What I really enjoyed about Night Swarm versus other Survivor-light games that I've played is that like there's stages in each level that you have to complete. You have a limited amount of time to gather all your resources, and the fact that like you're trying to build towards a castle, trying to upgrade things. Before going out, you can equip items onto yourself. You have upgrade skill tree as well. So there are some very light RPG elements, which I really enjoyed. That's something I feel like other survival-like games are kind of lacking. You can increase your health, but there aren't like real skills in some of the previous versions, and I'm sure there's a bunch of them that I haven't played that definitely have those things. It's just that Night Swarm is the one that stood out the most to me, and I highly recommend you guys play it. It's available on PlayStation and on Steam. Next up is going to be the favorite DLC category, and this one was hard because a lot of games had really good DLC come out, but I have to say this is the first DLC that I've ever done, and I've completed the entire thing on camera and posted everything onto my channel. It's gonna have to be Lies of P Overture. Now, Lies of P Overture was so much fun that I actually went back and replayed the entire game of Lies of P with the new weapons from the DLC. It's definitely going to be one of those games that I revisit, and it's definitely, with time, becoming one of my favorite Souls-likes, period, including the games From Software produce as well. I would have to say that right now, in order, my favorites would have to be Bloodborne, Lies of P Overture, and then Elden Ring. If you're allowing mods, it's Elden Ring before Lies of P Overture, but you guys get it. This was an amazing game, an amazing DLC. Also, the music, and we're not even in the music category. I don't even have a music category. But anyways, this was so much fun that it upsets me that there isn't more. I really wish we had more Lies of P to play. I can't wait for what the studio is going to be doing with the IP, because there's definitely more coming to us. Je t'ai rencontré. The thing I appreciate the most about the Lies of P DLC was the fact that they brought in difficulty options. And I know, a Souls game doesn't have difficulties. Listen, buddy. I have a job, okay? I got shit to do, and sometimes I don't want to beat my head against the brick wall for 40 hours for me to get to the next level, okay? I did that with Bloodborne, Sekiro, Elden Ring. I didn't play any of the Dark Souls games. Well, I did play them, I just didn't enjoy them because my first game was Bloodborne. I also did it with Nioh 1 and 2. I don't need to prove myself to anyone anymore. I've beaten all the hardest Souls games. I don't need to do anything else, okay? I really hope that Lies of P bringing in a difficulty slider is going to encourage other game developers that are making Souls-like to just give us the option to decrease the difficulty. And the thing with Lies of P is that the enemy's aggression doesn't go down, the enemy AI intelligence doesn't go down. The only thing that really changes is the fact that they do less damage, and that's all I need. That's all I really need. I don't need you to do all this extra stuff. When it comes to a Souls game, if you just decrease the amount of damage enemies do, that takes a tremendous amount of pressure off of you. I really enjoyed my time with Lies of P Overture, especially because they brought back in difficulty selection. The next category is the game that was just pure fun and made me feel the most badass. And without a shadow of a doubt, I don't have that many hours on it, which kind of upsets me because it's a very fun game. Ninja Gaiden 4. This game understands how to make the player feel like a badass. It is tons of fun. If you like hack and slashers, the combat is smooth, the animations are smooth, the music is good, the story is forgettable, to be completely honest. The story is nothing really crazy about that. But even the weapons and like the secondary transformations of the weapons are really cool. Yakumo is a dope ass protagonist, and people are like, oh, he's quiet, he doesn't talk a lot. Yeah, he's a ninja, okay? Ninjas don't go yapping on forever. I don't know what the problem is. I really enjoyed Ninja Gaiden 4, and I hope more people play Ninja Gaiden 4. I do have one critique about the game. I don't like it when games have block and dodge tied to the same button. Hate it. Hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. We got so many buttons available to us. You could have block and dodge on 2 separate buttons. But honestly, that is like my biggest complaint of the game, is having block and dodge on the same one, which for me is annoying. I'm sorry. I don't like it. And this next category, it's a brand new category. I'm sure no one has ever done before. You guys have heard it here first on Isaac's Story. The game that I just wish there was more of. I want more content, and I want it now. It is not enough, because this game was just so good. And it is Kazan the First Berserker. I'm not including it in the Souls-like because it feels more like an action game with a stamina bar versus a regular Souls-like game. Kazan the First Berserker is a labor of love, is a representation of what happens when developers care. This game was fantastic. I adored it. I just wish there was more. Give me DLC. I'll pay for it. I'll pay $50 for it. I'll pay Shadow of the Erdtree levels of money for more Kazan the First Berserker. And the developers have been giving us things. They've given us a female Kazan, which is great for any gooners out there. They've also given us quite a bunch of new armor sets. They're not particularly my favorite ones because they're kind of big and chunky, and like, you know, Kazan, he's a berserker. Why are you giving him full plate armor? But regardless of that, it is very nice to see, and all this content is free, by the way. They put a boss rush mode in for free as well. I just want more bosses, different bosses, other areas to explore. And again, I have no problem paying for it, okay? I will pay good money. We have 2 categories left. The before last category, our ultimate category, would have to be favorite roguelite, because I have been really getting into the roguelite scene these past couple of months, and we've been getting better and better roguelites as time goes on. And I have to say, Absalom is definitely my favorite roguelite that's come out. It is a just again, an amazing game. And I'll have to say same thing about Kazan. I just wish there was more stuff for me to do, because mind you, I've put in a lot of hours, right? It's not like the game is content light. It's just I've been playing this game like obsessively. And then on top of that, you can play co-op, which is fantastic. It is a beat 'em up side scroller, but also kind of plays like a fighting game. It's just fantastic game all over, and you guys should definitely check it out. And our game of the year. Can you guys take a wild guess? I'll tell you right now. I'll give you a couple of hints. The music, 10 out of 10. The story, 10 out of 10. The gameplay, 10 out of 10. The team, small. Can you all guess what it is? I'll give you a second. But you already know that it's Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Clair Obscur Expedition 33. No, I'm serious. This game made me cry. Straight up. In the first opening act of Clair Obscur Expedition 33, I straight up had tears go down my face. I mean, they were manly tears. They had 6-packs, and the one coming out from my right, I was just straight up bench pressing on the way down. But no, Clair Obscur is one of those games that I will be revisiting year after year. It's going into that same category as Prototype that I just love to go back and play, because Again, Clair Obscur is a game, it's not a mega sized game, it's not a AAA game, but it is a game that was made with love and passion behind it. And those are the kind of games that I am willing to put money into. Same thing for Clair Obscur. If they drop a DLC, I will buy it. I do not care, because that's how good the game is. I wish they charged me more for the game, because it is, like, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, to me, was actually a AAA experience. That's how good the game was. It is a AA game that, for me, outclasses, you know what, I'll say it right now. I wish I could erase my memory and replay the game for the first time. Phenomenal game, 10 out of 10. If you haven't played Clair Obscur Expedition 33, I don't know what you're doing with yourself. Go and play the game. There's no need to hesitate. And that is my version of the Game Awards. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? What was your favorite game to play during 2025? It didn't have to come out in 2025. What did you enjoy playing in 2025? I want to know in that comment section. And while you're down there, don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe, because it puts a smile on my face. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Let's hit 500 subs.